Difficult. Yes. Yenjie admired the young master. Well Reed, I didn't expect you even understand acting. Trapped in the magical treasure space by Gu Chang'e, she tried all kinds of methods to affect this space, but the Tao imprint didn't even suffer the slightest damage. Soa speculated, he dares not kill me and didn't use the Changqing Gu family's power, but trapped me in this world. It seems. The Gu family doesn't know what he really is. Soa Saintus is indeed smart, I didn't expect you to see through it. Upon hearing the voice, she was startled, turned around, and saw Gu Chang'e had somehow floated behind her. Gu Chang'e continued, stop wasting your efforts. Unless I release you, you will die old here for the rest of your life. Soa threw a hidden weapon at Gu Chang'e. Humph. If I can't break the barrier of this space, I'll kill you, and then I can leave. Gu Chang'e easily caught the hidden weapon Soa threw with 2 fingers and sneered, who gave you this much confidence? She still didn't give up, jumping up and sending a series of palm strikes at Gu Chang'e, destroy the Tao Heaven Seal, give me the reincarnation divine art. Gu Chang'e casually waved his hand, and Soa was sent flying 10 meters, spitting out blood as she wiped her mouth. Your cultivation is at least above the saint level. Gu Chang'e, you really hide your strength well. Gu Chang'e gently walked up to Soa and said, do you understand the gap between us now? Give up your spirit, let me mark you with a slave imprint, so you won't suffer physical pain anymore. Soa refused to submit and mocked, I, the heir of the human ancestors' hall, how could I submit to you? She shouted loudly, and at the same time, the dark energy on her forehead glowed, purple light flickering, enveloping the entire space. Gu Chang'e trembled when he saw this scene, thinking, is this a corner of the human race? Even if I risk my life and perish with the heavens, I will not hand it over to you. Do whatever you want. At this point, Gu Chang'e had no choice but to take out his Fang Tianhuoji to handle the situation. He threw a punch, immediately breaking through Soa's move. She spat out fresh blood and fell backwards. Moments later, Soa was suspended in the air by Gu Chang'e with a purple iron chain. Gu Chang'e approached and said, in my world, isn't your life controlled by me? Now, hand over the human race token. Although she was very weak by now, she still insisted, Gu Chang'e, don't even think about it. The human race token is extremely important. I will never serve the enemy. Do whatever you wish. Gu Chang'e was no fool, he quickly realized the scheme. Soa, you're smart. Killing you will make the human race temple notice, and I will get into trouble. But there are things more troublesome than your death. He said, reaching out to undo Soa's clothes, revealing her perfect chest. Soa panicked, Gu Chang'e. What are you doing? Gu Chang'e smiled slyly, what am I doing? If you don't drink this cup of wine, then naturally, I must punish you. Soa cried, no, let go of me. Gu Chang'e, you're shameless. Humph, you're overpraising me. Then, Soa's clothes were completely removed. Back in the hall, Gu Chang'e handed over the items he had just taken to Yan Ji, saying, the human race token and the clothes are inside. This time, your disguise has no flaws. Yan Ji asked with concern, young master, have you dealt with the saintess of the human race temple? Gu Chang'e grinned, how could that be? Killing people at every turn. Besides, she's so beautiful, and her figure is so good. If I dealt with her, wouldn't that be wasting a heavenly gift? Gu Chang'e held a list of crimes, which included, the Immortal Lake, the Yogu tribe, Zhuke, Fire Path, Purple Qilin, Golden, Young Master. Of the Gulin clan, Lin Tianxian, Yuan clan, Li Cixi, Liayang Jin Wuao, and Kuan Yen sect, Young Sect Master. After reading the list, Gu Chang'e sighed, Ming Kong actually kept such a strange list, all people with no fame. Ming Kong may not be sentimental. But for now, the Heavenly Prince is carrying the blame for me. In the short term, they will definitely not be able to clear their names, so there's no need to rush to deal with them. Right now, I still need to find the reincarnation of the human race. Gu Chang'e asked the man kneeling on the ground. Ming Lao, how is Chilhan doing recently? Ming Lao hurriedly replied, young master, Chilhan is currently considered the future sect master and is being cultivated at the Purple Extreme Pill sect. Her knowledge of pill arts is more profound than her peers. Gu Chang'e praised, oh, not bad. This hasn't disappointed me. Ming Lao hesitated for a moment, not daring to speak. Gu Chang'e saw this and encouraged, Ming Lao, if you have something to say, just say it. I don't like to beat around the bush with my own people. Ming Lao bent down and respectfully replied, Chilhan still misses the young master very much. May I ask when we can meet? Chilhan, I know this is sudden, but it's just right for me to visit her before going to the lower realm. Yes, young master. Ming Lao joyfully thanked and then retreated. The scene shifted to Xian Ni's residence. Xian Ni greeted the elders of the various clans, which made them very worried. The elders gently helped Xian Ni up. Alright, Xian Ni, you've worked hard these years. Please stand up. But she still politely replied. Xian Ni isn't tired. Jade can't be made into a vessel without being cut. These years have been Xian Ni's training. An old lady sighed, alas, if it weren't for that bastard Gu Chang'e, how would you have suffered so much? Xian Ni quickly ran over and hugged the old lady's hand, smiling and acting coquettishly, clan elder, he was ignorant back then, but now he knows his mistakes. Let's forgive him. The old lady smiled, if you don't take it to heart, then I have nothing more to say. While they were talking and laughing, a servant rushed in to report, greetings, clan elder, Miss Xian Ni. There is news about the position of the clan leader. Sienna shouted, Father. Mother. The servant clasped his hands and reported, there should be no mistake, but the source of this information is undetermined. Sienna murmured, undetermined. Then, a face flashed through her memory, and she smiled slightly, it must have been him. He clearly cares about me but pretends not to admit it. Sigh, big brother is truly heart-wrenching. The elders saw Sienna's sudden change in expression, all with questioning looks, not knowing what had happened. Sienna hurriedly ordered, gather the people, and immediately set off to find my parents. The scene shifts to the sacred land. At this time, Yen Ji had already disguised herself as Chu Chu, performing convincingly. The maid lowered her head and asked, Chu Chu Saintess, has there been any progress with the Gu family? Chu Chu praised, young Master Chang'e cares about the world and lives a life of virtue. He is doing his utmost to fight against the successor of the demonic arts. I should not doubt him. If there's no issue with the Gu family, then the clue has been cut off. Should we search for the reincarnation of the human ancestors? No need. The reincarnation of the human ancestors will return sooner or later, and we cannot interfere too much. It may disrupt their fate. At this moment, pretending to be Chu Chu, she recalled past memories. The successor of the demonic arts, I never imagined following that world-shaking demon. Having failed in crossing the sea, life is indeed unpredictable. Speaking of which, Yi Chen was also involved in the young master's plot at that time, but that had nothing to do with me. She recalled the scenes of Gu Chang'e carefully taking care of her, giving her medicinal herbs to replenish her. His warm voice, Yen Shi, if there's any problem with your cultivation or lack of resources, feel free to tell me. She smiled happily, feeling that being cared for wasn't bad. The memory ended, and she commanded the maid beside her, the clue to the successor of the demonic arts has not been cut off. Go to Tianhuang Mountain. Bang! The blonde youth angrily slapped the table, mad. That guy. Why is he going to the Eternal Life Gu family with Ruanmi? Mad. I want to see him alive or his corpse if he's dead. Dead. That person. Why is he going to the Eternal Life Gu family with Ruanmi? I want to see him alive or his corpse if he's dead. If he's dead, then he should return to the Nine-Tailed Fox clan. That person who disappeared suddenly, the Gu family. He gritted his teeth, could Gu Chang'e be that useless person? Did he find out my secret? Otherwise, no one will pave the way for you in the future. Ruanmi will be heartbroken. I can't believe you dared to make Ruanmi heartbroken. Gu Changa, you truly deserve to die. I wonder if Dan Yu has seen him. At Gu Changa's residence, a loud shout rang out, Tianhuang Mountain, Dan Yu requests to see young Master Changa. The guard hurriedly report, the young master is currently in seclusion and breaking through. No visitors are allowed. Please leave. The maid recalled Gu Changa's instructions, he's in seclusion preparing for a breakthrough, and outsiders cannot visit. I truly admire our young master, he's indeed very charming. This isn't just a saintess, but a princess. Dan Yu frowned, in seclusion. Then I'll wait here until he finishes his breakthrough. With that, the princess sat down, adopting an arrogant posture. The guard was a bit hesitant, this may not be appropriate. Dan Yu crossed her arms and sneered, what's inappropriate? Back then, he splashed dirty water on Tianhuang Mountain. Did you like that? Was that appropriate? For my brother, I must seek justice. Before coming here, Dan Yu had visited her brother. Brother, in the end, did you make up your mind to go confront that Gu Changa with me? The blonde brother replied. No, I'm just worried about you. I always felt that Gu Changa was not a good person. Be careful when you go to deal with the rumors, said Dan Yu, feeling confused. Brother, what's wrong with you? Why are your hands and feet trembling? Why are you afraid to clear your name? What are you really scared of? Clearly, you are the successor of Tianhuang Mountain, the one who makes others revere you, the son that father values. You used to be cautious, but you would never let anyone insult you like this. I am really disappointed in you, brother. You're completely different from before. The blonde youth explained in pain, Dan Yu, it's actually not what you think. I have my own reasons. What reasons? Dan Yu asked in confusion, hurrying to inquire. The blonde youth lowered his head and sighed, I lost part of my memory due to a mistake during cultivation. I tried many methods to restore it, but none of them worked. So I can't understand the rumors. Dan Yu covered her mouth, her eyes welling with tears. How could you cry? So it was. She threw herself into her brother's arms. Why are you so foolish, brother? Why didn't you tell me sooner? I didn't want you to worry. Dan Yu replied firmly, I have a plan, brother. Don't worry about it. Leave the matter of clearing your name to me. Thank you for your hard work. After seeing his sister leave, the blonde youth's expression changed 180 degrees, turning faster than before. You really worked hard to investigate Gu Changa's whereabouts. My sister is so foolish. In the lower realm, in the heavenly god realm, Hongyu, this is the lower realm from the memory of our ancestors. Right now, I only know the name of the reincarnated person. A beautiful black-haired woman burned a talisman and resolutely said, I must find you as soon as possible. At the Purple Extreme Pill sect, the sect master spoke, how has Changa's little sect master been lately? There has been quite a lot of commotion recently. I'm here for my disciple Tu Han. Changa happily replied, ha, sect master Xian, you're too kind. I owe much to your nurturing. During this time and the care you've shown for my disciple Tu Han. The little sect master smiled and said, you're too kind. Tu Han is the successor of the Purple Extreme Pill sect, and it's only right to care for and cultivate him. Sect Master Xian is right. Tu Han and the other junior sisters are whispering outside. Tu Han is the little sect master of Gu Changa, famous in the immortal world. How is he related to him? The little sect master is so kind, powerful, and handsome, who? Gu Changa looked at Tu Han and said, Tu Han, keep working hard. Don't let the sect master down. Do you hear me? Tu Han smiled brightly and replied, yes, Tu Han will follow young master's orders. She thought to herself, so kind, young master is really good to me. The scene shifted to evening, where Gu Changa and Tu Han were walking on a bridge. Gu Changa spoke, I actually have something to entrust to you this time. Changa took out a letter and handed it to her, saying, you used to underestimate yourself, always worried. You couldn't help. Now I'm entrusting you with something, to give you a chance to show yourself. Tu Han opened the letter and read it, her eyes showing some concern. Purple Extreme Immortal Pill, Ancient Pill. I've never heard of it, unless I make it myself, but it looks like there's nothing special about it. Tu Han sighed, rare chance for young master to entrust me with something, I'll handle these small matters. Changa looked at her with a gentle gaze and said softly, such a big tone, don't let me down. Then he leaned in and gently touched her head, continuing, Tu Han, don't underestimate this ancient pill. It's much more complicated than you think. But I believe in you, you can do it. At that moment, Tu Han's mind definitely soared into the sky, and her luck value skyrocketed to 5,000. Tu Han understands, please rest assured, young master. Tu Han linked arms with Gu Changa, and they walked slowly on the stone bridge, the surrounding scenery peaceful and hearts in turmoil. By the way, young master, could you tell me some interesting stories from your time in the immortal ancient land? Changa, also happily speaking non-stop, replied, interesting stories. I encountered a silly dragon, a silly bird, a silly person, oh, and a silly shrimp, Is there such a thing as a silly shrimp? The two continued walking. The scene shifted to the outside of the grand hall, where a subordinate rushed in to report, Princess Master, it's bad. What's with the panic? Take your time and speak. Report, just received news from the intelligence base, no, according to the deduction, the legendary Yin Ju Tian has appeared in the mortal realm. Today, major sects are discussing countermeasures. She broke into a cold sweat upon hearing this, what? Yin Ju Tian. The greatest disaster descending to the mortal realm, can no one escape? Is there any other news? Report, there's also a human saintess who has stayed in front of Tianhuang Mountain for a long time, leaving an unidentified mark. It's rumored that Tianhuang Mountain is related to the heir of the demon art. She was so angry that she almost died, suddenly standing up and gritting her teeth, what? Human clan hall. Damn. My brother is innocent, why are they targeting him like this? I will come back after we return to Tianhuang Mountain and check if Gu Changa's feelings have been affected. Gu Changa, you can never escape me. We will meet again. The scene changes to the lower realm, on a mountaintop, a beam of light shot straight into the sky. Gu Changa slowly descended to the ground and, after finding the place, his breath surged into his mind. Although this realm isn't bad, it is affected by the barrier space. Cultivating someone beyond the great Saint realm is extremely difficult. If I hadn't followed the spatial imprint to Mingkong, I wouldn't have thought that the reincarnation of the human clan hall would come out from this lower realm. A smug expression appeared on his face. The immediate priority was to gather information about this world and then find Mingkong's location from afar. Many Taoists were heading towards Gu Changa's location. This person emitted a special aura, definitely someone important, not from the lower realm. A respectful person cupped his fists and said, may I ask, immortal, is there something you need to do in this lower realm? Is this the kingdom of immortals? Yes, reporting to the immortal. Qin Jun took out a ball and smiled sinisterly, tell me the information about this kingdom, and I will give you a gift. A group of cultivators looked at it in panic and glanced at each other, this is the legendary holy artifact, isn't it? The commoners were shocked as they had never seen a holy artifact before. Reporting to the immortal realm is divided into 8 realms, a vast place with countless tribes, holy lands, and mountains. There are many forces here, some of which have existed for hundreds of years, with the most powerful being the Tai Su sect. Gu Changa pondered, alright, for now, let's make peace with the Tai Su sect. To be honest, I am an old friend of your ancestors, and I still owe him a favor. Meeting a descendant today is also fate. A group of cultivators were greatly shocked upon hearing this, quickly cupping their fists and bowing, we hope the immortal does not blame us.